Welcome friends, welcome to JCE Connect. Today we are going to solve the problems on methods of valuation and outgoing. So we are going to solve one problem each on methods of valuation as well as on the outgoing in this video. And we are going to try to solve the further problems in upcoming videos too. Uh, just I want to remind that in the last class or the last video what we solved is the problem related to the valuation of the rented properties. Now here you will be having a pure problem of valuation, that is methods of valuation and outgoing. Now the first problem I'll be reading the first problem and then we are going to see what we have to do with that problem. A freehold plot of a land measures 600 meters square. It is situated in the middle class locality. A three-storied building stands on the plot with the following particulars. Find out the value of property. You are going to find the value of property here, and the details what they have given is the first one. It is the built up area on the ground floor 180 meters square. Permissible built up area on the ground floor, that is one third of a plot area. Total carpet area of a 3 floors 250 meters square. Average net rate of a rent per meter square of a carpet area is rupees 4. And the estimated feature life of a building, that is perpetuity. Then if perpetuity is given, then we are going to get the table number 5. We have to refer table number 5 for the most of the things. And then estimate the rate of land with the rupees 40 per meter square. Amount of a usual outgoing is 1/6 of the gross rent. The rate of interest for capitalization is 7%. This is what the given problem. Now we have to solve this problem uh, by referring table 5. That I'll clear first, because the perpetuity is given. You want to get the year of purchase for this, and whatever the percentage they have given. Before going that, I'd like to summarize that what we are going to get is that the final required formula I have written here, that is the total value of property is equal to capitalized value plus value of extra open land, that you have to get. Because here total land they have given, then they have given the built up area, then they have the carpet area. So you have to segregate the things and you have to get the value of extra land, right? Because that is not mentioned here, that extra land whatever it is there. So first we have to get the capitalized value. You should understand what is capitalized value. Now to get the capitalized value, right, what you have to get is that you have to get the year of purchase and net annual rent. Now how to get the net annual rent? First you are supposed to get the gross rent, then you have to deduct the usual outgoings. You are going to get the annual rent. To get the gross rent, you are supposed to multiply the average net rate of a rent per meter square area of a carpet, then total area you have to multiply, then number of months you have to multiply. There you are going to get the gross annual rent. Then you have to deduct the usual outgoings amount of usual outgoing into the gross rent you have to do. And after that you will be having the net annual rent, that is gross annual rent minus usual outgoings. As you get the annual rate, then that annual rent you have to multiply with the year of purchase to get the capitalized value. Once if you get the capitalized value, then you have to add the extra area. You are going to get the total value of property. Now let's see how you are going to deal with this. Okay my friends, so we are going to solve with so you have seen the step 1, is it? Step 1 is all about the formula equations, that is the required formula as I said previously. Now in step 2 we are going to solve it by taking each and every formula. Here you are going to have the gross annual rent. Now this, as I said, that you are supposed to get the annual rate of the rent per meter square of a carpet area into total carpet area of all floors into the number of months. So number of months, as we said, that we want the total value or the capitalized value for the particular year or the net annual rent. So annual means you are going to multiply with the 12 number of months. So here we are going to have the average net rent per meter square of a carpet is 4 rupees. Then that we are going to multiply with the total carpet area, that is 250 meters square, and then we are going to multiply with the number of months 12. You are going to get the 12,000 rupees as a gross annual rent. Now the usual outgoing you should know, so that you can deduct the usual outgoing from the gross annual rent. Usual outgoing, see, it is mentioned in the problem that it is 1/6, right? So amount of usual outgoing into the gross annual rent. Now if you see the problem, they have mentioned that amount of usual outgoing is 1/6 of gross rent. So it is 1/6 of gross rent is 12,000, so you're going to have 2,000 rupees. So 2,000 rupees will be your usual outgoing. Now with this usual outgoing, you are going to get the net annual rate. Now here we are having net annual rent, that is gross annual rent minus usual outgoing. 12,000 minus 2,000, you are going to have 10,000. This 10,000 is your uh, net annual rate. Now with this if you multiply the year of purchase to the net annual rent, then you are going to get the capitalized value. It's very simple problem you are going to get here. So we'll see how to get the year of purchase. That is very important. Now my friends, if you see the year of purchase, as I said, that it is given in the problem that allowing interest is 7%, and its perpetuity will be 14.3. Now how I have got this 14.3, that I have written here in this note. As I said, that I have to refer the table number 5, that is there. If you are referring Rangwala book, that is there in the on the page number 655. Then table 5 you have to refer that. And year of purchase for the perpetuity of 14.3, for rent of interest, that is rate of interest, that is 7%. In the table it is given 14.29, so I am rounding it for 14.30 is taken from table 5 of the valuation table. And then as I said, that we are going to have 8 number of valuation tables. In if I get the the chance, I'll be elaborating those 8 tables in the upcoming videos. Then now, so that you can have some idea about that. So we are having 8 number of tables of valuation. In that we are going to choose table number 5. From table number 5 you are supposed to get the value of 14.3 for the interest rate of 7. So I'll show you that table number 5. Okay my friends, this is table number 5. Here you can see the rate of interest is 7, right? 7, and for this you will be having a value of 14.29. I hope it is a visible one. Say you can, I'll try to zoom it out. Here it is. For 7 you will be having a value of year of purchase is 14.29, so I just rounded up for 14.30. So my friends, here that you came to know that how I got this 14.3. Then that 14.3 I am going to multiply to the net annual rate. Now here you can see that capital Y capitalized value is equal to year of purchase into the net annual rate. So that is 14.3 into 10,000. It is going to be 1 lakh. It is going to be uh, that is 1,43,000, right? 1,43,000. This is your capitalized value. Now to this capitalized value, if you add the value of extra land which is opened, so that land value also you are supposed to add to get the total value of property. Actually this is supposed to be step number 3 to get the total value, right? So this is step number 3 where we are going to get the total value of property, that is capitalized value plus, here it is, value of extra open land. Now from previous page, if you see the capitalized value we have got, that is 1,43,000. Now the value of extra land you are supposed to get there. Estimated rate of land into the extra open land. If you multiply, then you are going to get the value of extra open land. The estimated value of or the estimated rate of land is given, that is 40 rupees per meter square, and the extra open land you are supposed to determine because it is directly not given. Now how to get that extra open land, that I have shown you here. Extra open land, that equal to total plot area minus built up area on the ground into the permissible 1/3. No, that is multiplying factor they have given, that is 1/3, right? So that you have to multiply. Here it is, total plot area is 600 meters square. You will be having the built up area as 180 meter square into the, no, that is 1/3. If you take that 1/3 1/3, then you can multiply directly by 3, right? So you are going to get it is 60 meters square. So the value of extra open land is 40 into 60, that is 2,400. This will be the extra value for the open land that you have to add with the capitalized value. Now here the total value of property, see it is 1,43,000 plus 2,400, it is going to be 1,45,400 rupees. That is your final amount or the total value of the property. Now this problem, the rates what we are evaluating are not of these era or not of these days, right? These days you'll be having a so much high rate for the whatever the area they have mentioned, but we are solving a book problem from the Rangwala. So whatever values or the rates whatever there in that book, so I'll be using those rates only. I have not changed any rates, so I got this value for that particular property. Now we are going to solve one problem on the outgoing, so I'll read that problem first, then we are going to see how it is going to work it out. Now here the problem says that if you see that a man purchased a leased hold property for rupees 12 lakhs, producing a net annual income of rupees 1,44,000. Producing a net annual income, right? Here this is a net annual income is given, that is 1,44,000, and the amount which he has purchased that land is 12 lakhs. The lease is to run for 28 years. This you have to keep in mind, right? 28 years. Then calculate the sum of that he should place annually in a sinking fund, right? That he has to place in the annually in the sum of sinking fund. Now this term here, it is sinking fund, right? We have discussed this term previously also, but before going to solve this problem, I'd like to remind you that what it means a sinking fund. Now at the expire of a period of a utility or the term of lease, in case of leasehold property, a property is either to be replaced or reconstructed or rebuilt. If it is desired to continue the income from the same, the fund set aside for this purpose is called as sinking fund, right? If precaution is not taken by the owner, he will lose both the structure and income at the end of usual life of property. That you have to keep in mind. And the sinking fund is created by the regular periodic payments with the accumulate at the compound interest, and thus it will form amount of replacement of the reconstruction um at the end of the utility period of the structure. The sinking fund may be created by the taking a sinking fund policy with any insurance company also, right? So you have to understand that how this sinking fund is going to be work it out. Now you can take a for a sinking fund purpose, the lower rate of interest is adopted, right? And you'll be having two cases for that, that also we have discussed. That is, amount of sinking fund is small, that one case is there, and sinking fund must be quite secured and free from risk, that also will be there. So these things you have to remember always when you will be solving a problem on outgoings, right? Means deduction, right? This is the deduction problem. So what they have said in this problem is that sinking fund which will accumulate at a 4% compound interest, so that he can redeem his purchase money at the termination of his lease. Also find out the apparent and actual rates of interest on the capital which is invested. So first of all, you should know the thing is that, right? You should know the annual sinking at the redeem rates of 1 rupees, that we are going to uh, get here, right? So the formula I have written here, that is, see that I divided by 1 plus I raised to n divided by minus 1, right? Now here I is the rate of interest and n is the number of years, right? So by using these things we are going to solve the problem. Now if you take this, right, so where I is equal to 4%, interest is given, n 28 years, that also given, then you can easily get the no sinking value, that is 0.02. This is available for 28%. If you refer table number 4, there also will be getting for 28 years the rate of interest is 0.02, but we have calculated that, right? So required annual sinking fund is 0.02 into 12 lakhs, so it is going to be 24,000. Now this is the required annual sinking fund, that is 24,000. Apparent rate of interest at the capital you are supposed to determine that. See, 1,44,000 divided by 12 lakhs into 100, you will be having 12%. Now this is the apparent rate of interest. Now actual rate of interest on a capital is 1,44,000 minus 24,000, as this is the sinking fund, right? Divided by 12 lakhs into 100, so you are going to get the 10%. 10% will be the actual rate of interest for that particular property. Now this is what they have asked, to determine the actual rate of property. Now my dear friends, this problem, now if you go on referring some of the question paper, previous question paper, this problem they have asked on a several occasion, right? So this is a simple and easiest problem, so you please try to understand, get the values done with this, and if you're getting any doubt, please let me know. So my dear friends, we are going to solve one more problem on the outgoings. So that is, find out the value of a four-storied building, residential cum commercial building, right? Situated in a good locality and let out on a gross rent of rupees 22,500. Here it is mentioned, 22,500. Perform, there is a per month of a different tenant. They have given the monthly rent including the municipal tax of rupees 8,200 per quarter, and the repair and maintenance to be done by the owner, that they have mentioned. The other expenses done by the owner per annum are as follows, or as under. First one, lift maintenance charges is 2,000 rupees. Then you will be having a salary of watchman, liftman and sweeper is rupees 6,000 rupees. And then electricity charges for a common area, that rupees 4,000 rupees. Then you will be having the insurance charges of rupees 4,800. These are the few values that we have to understand, or we have to keep in mind. Now we are going to solve this problem. Now what is your basic idea, or what is your basic thing is that you are supposed to determine the capital rate, right? Capital rate. Now here in this problem they have mentioned a few things that we have to understand. What are things though they have mentioned? uh, they have not mentioned any kind of a particular thing, that they have given only the rates, right? So based on these rates, what we are going to get, they have mentioned the repair at 10%, is it? Repair at 10%, they have not mentioned that we are going to get that. We can easily assume that repair at 10% we can take, but they have given the total value here. So no problem, we'll see that how to get this, right? So first what we are going to do is here, that capital value into the right, if you take the no the percentage, right? Perpetuity percentage, that by table, referring table number 5, if you take that and if you multiply with the capital value, then no the year of purchase, if you multiply with the capital value, with the net annual rent, you are going to get the capital value, right? So we know that year of purchase into the net annual rent is capital value, so we are going to get that. Okay, before going that, see what are things they have given. The monthly rent is given, that is 22,500. Annual gross rent, see annual gross rent means 22,500 into 12, if you do, you are going to have the 2,70,000 is the annual gross rent. If you deduct the deduction from this, then you are going to get the net annual rent. So we are going to see the deductions or outgoings. So okay my friend, so here we are going to have some of the deductions, as they said that municipal taxes. So how much municipal tax we are having? We are having 8,200 for a quarter. Means for a quarter it is 8,200, but you should have a full year. So we are going to multiply 4 quarters. So that is 8,200 into 4. You are going to have 32,800 will be the municipal tax. Salary of a watchman and etc. is 6,000. Lift maintenance is 2,000. Electric charges is a 4,000. Insurance charges is 4,800. And repair, if you take at a 10% of a gross rent, it is going to be 27,000. Now altogether if you add all these values, you will be having the total outgoing, that is 76,600 rupees. This is the total outgoing. Now net annual rent, see you are supposed to determine, that is we know the value, right? The total value, that is 2,70,000 minus this 76,600. So you are going to get the one, that is you are going to get the 1,93,400 rupees. So here I have written that how I got this 1,93,400 rupees. So that is 2,70,000 minus 76,600, you are going to get the 1,93,400 rupees. Now capitalized at 8% in a no perpetuity value with the year of purchase, right? For 8%, how much we'll be having? So I'll be showing you in the table. Now for the 8%, if you see, for the 8% you will be having 12.50. right? Now here you can see that for the 8% you will be having a value of 12.50. Year of purchase is 12.50. Now here, for the capitalized at 8% in the perpetuity with a year of purchase is 12.5, you will be having, now this 12.5 is the year of purchase. If you multiply this year of purchase with the net income here, so you are going to get the capitalized value. So capitalized value is the net annual rent into year of purchase. You are going to have the value, that is 1,93,400 into 12.5. You are going to get, see, two, right, you are going to get the 24 lakhs 17,500. So I am rounding it up for the 24 lakhs 18,000. So this is the capital value of that particular property for the year of purchase 12.5, right? So this is what all about from my side. I am Professor Basab Jamadar. If you're having any doubt, you can please call me or comment on this video. So I'll be trying to solve your problem as as much as possible. You can have few more videos on these problems. And as I said that if you're having any doubt, personally you can call me at my number. Thank you very much.